Hey guys, okay, so here's my sales from the 2nd of April to today, which is the 18th. It's been a pretty slow month for me. I read in the Facebook groups that a lot of people have kind of been seeing lesser sales during April. I don't know if that's because the weather's been sort of a little bit better, so people head out instead of sitting around ordering stuff online. So this is just my eBay. I've not really done much on Amazon at all. I don't have anything listed at all, not even in FBA. So I do have two eBay accounts. One is purely niche stuff, but this is my main account. On my other account, I did a couple of hundred just in the last week. So that's more of a test. It's going pretty well so far, but this one is my main one. This is the one that you guys are interested in, really. So yeah, first of all is this Turtles game. I'm not sure if it actually already sold in the last video, but the lady's only not long paid, to be honest. It took like a week to pay. So yeah, I got $9.99 for that. Wasn't too bad. Expected it to go for a lot more considering it's MB Games and the fact it's the Turtles, but yeah, 10 quid. This one here is the VTEC Advanced Extra Computer. It was fully boxed and stuff, and it wasn't too bad. It did have a bit of damage in the battery compartment, and believe it or not, that is actually cleaned up. I just could not get that stuff off. So, but I described it and stuff, and I paid £2 or £3 for this. Sold it for 15. Wasn't as heavy as it looked, so I did free postage, and yeah, so I was not too bad, but could have been better. I sold this, which I've had for ages and ages and ages. I paid 50p. Been got it since last year, and it finally sold for $6.99. It was in good condition, and it's like a car window sucker, SpongeBob SquarePants TY. But yeah, so it hung around for a long time, but finally got rid of that. This is an external BluRay rewriter and reader. This was something of mine I just had laying around, and I decided to list it as I never use it. Basically, it's for your PC, and you just plug it in, and it's an external Blu-ray drive, not DVD, but it also writes Blu-rays as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I got 20 quid for that plus $2.99 shipping. This was a WWE Championship Monday Night Raw belt. It was in pretty good condition. There was only one little bit of issue there at the top, which was described. Yeah, I got this at a car boot sale a few weeks ago for, I believe it was £2 or £1. I can't remember now. And I got $14.99 with free shipping. So yeah, pretty good. This was an England top 2007-2009 Umbro home. I've not been doing too well with my clothing lines, to be honest. England is obviously very generic here. They're a dime a dozen, but so I got $9.99. I must have paid probably 2 quid for that, so not too great. This was a large Dinosaur Pack that I bought in a charity shop. I can't remember how much I paid. It wasn't much, and I've already sold like other ones from it that basically made up all my money. But this one was a large pack, and yeah, I got £14 plus £5 shipping. This was a trial and error thing. It was an old vintage bottle opener. I was in the store and I saw it and I thought that looks pretty cool, and it's old. It's like 1973. It's Deutschland 1973, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I suddenly assumed I was Ken Chapman, as we all have probably had those moments in charity shops when we see things like this. And but unfortunately, it was a bit of a dud, and it had been sitting there for ages and ages and ages at tenner, and just no interest. And eventually I dropped it down to $4.99. I did actually forget I had free shipping on there, so it didn't actually weigh that much, and it went through a normal post box. So I think it only cost me like £1 something to send. But so I still made money, as this only cost me 50p. But yeah, it was just a trial and error. And you know, if you can trial something and still make a profit, even if it has only a few quid, then at least you haven't lost out and you've learned something. So this was a signed Batman comic, Batman's No Man Land, and I bought this personally myself way back in the late 90s from the QVC shopping channel, and they had a guy called Alex Ross who does the cover art, signing all of the comics that you bought. So I bought one and I had number 166 of 7,500, and that went for 20 quid. And it actually went abroad, so that was pretty cool. And it's actually 4 comics inside, plus this lenticular cover, and that's the original bag as well that it came in. So this one was a bit of a dud, really. I saw these. I think I paid 25 pence each for them, and because they were Lego and it was to do with a movie, and they were lenticular, which basically, if you don't know what lenticular means, it means that when you move it, the image changes. So as you can see, good cop, bad cop. But yeah, in the end, I only got 5 quid for these, free shipping, and they were very light. It hardly cost me anything at all. So yeah, bit of a dud, but you got to try them sometimes. This was a pretty good one. Alton Towers theme park mug, and I've had this for a while, and they were kind of going for about 16 quid, but then a few more people sort of started to pick them up and were selling them for like £7 or £8. I stuck mine at £9.99 and it eventually went. So yeah, free shipping on that. This was an Inter Milan training kit. This one actually, I think it stayed in England, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. My clothes pictures aren't the greatest because I don't have a mannequin, but you know, I managed to try and get all the detail in at least, all the tags and all the markings and stuff. But yeah, so that went for £9.99, and I believe I paid, must have been 150 or 2 quid for that. So not great. This was a pretty good one. This was a Schleich 14378 Crocodile World of Nature figurine, and this was actually in that big dinosaur bundle. And Schleich are kind of like top end models, and so this one alone went for £7 just for this crocodile. It was in really good condition. I tried to take the best pictures I could. So yeah, so you know, it pays to know what you've got. I've actually got a couple more Schleich models to sell, so hopefully I can get around about the same sort of price for those. This was a Risk the World Conquest board game. I had to complete it myself because I actually bought it in a charity shop, and it was actually incomplete. As you can see, I bagged up all of the stuff personally and highlighted any damage or any issues. Things with too much damage, to be honest, I don't bother buying. And if I do buy it and only realise after, I tend to either bin it or redonate it, to be honest. But this was okay. It was only a slight bit of box wear, and I got £16.50 for that with free shipping. These were actually 2 items that were given to me, and they were Puzzle Impossible. They were brand new and sealed. I'm not sure if you can really see the seal, but yeah, there you go. Brand new and sealed, and they were free, so I put them up as a bundle, and I got £9 plus £2.99 shipping. This was either a 25p or a 50p purchase, which was a Looney Tunes Christmas party necktie, and it was actually some really good images on the tie itself. And I got £7, and that went via the GSP program. This was a part of my mini game bundle, Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of the Cortex. I paid £2 and I sold it for £10. And also, actually I'll get to that one in a second. I sold this, which was Vanished, which was a kind of like a board game or a mini game. It did have a tear on the cover. But it was all complete, and it's Gibson Games. It's quite vintage. I can't remember. I think it's 92, 91 or 92. Yeah, 92. And I believe I paid £1 for this in a charity shop sort of out of town, and I got $13.99 with free shipping, so pretty happy with that. And there's actually two versions of this. There's a long box version, and also this kind of like Jenga. If you know Jenga, it's kind of that size box. So if you do see this in that Jenga size box, you know it's roughly worth between 10 and 14. This was another game in that mini bundle, Simpsons Hit and Run. Once again, you know, fully complete, great condition. I got $14.50 for that, so I was quite happy. And the last sale, up till today anyway, or at least now, is a Ben 10 Omnitrix watch. Thought this was going to be worth a lot more, but to be honest, the market is flooded with these, and the price is just going down and down and down. So, yeah, unfortunately, not as much value in these as there used to be. But I got a tenner for it. I've got two more less desirable watches that I'm probably just going to bundle and just let go on the cheap, because I got them in like a massive bag of toys anyway, which I've already made like 5 times what I paid on the bag. So anything else is well, anything still is pretty good going. So yeah, thanks for watching. Not too many in this update, but at least it's a short video. So hope you guys have had a good April. Hope you guys continue to have a good April. And if you're not having a good April, I hope it picks up for you soon. Thanks very much. Cheers.